Welcome to MHStv. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Kara. We are happy to have you back with our new set.
Here's your news for Friday, March 18th, 2022. Over the last few weeks, the radio and TV department took a break from airing the MHS Newscast. One of the main reasons for the break was the construction of a new studio. As you can see, the studio is now complete. We are excited to bring back MHStv News.
The 2022 valedictorians and salutatorians have been announced. This year's valedictorians are Hunter Flick, Josh Dominiak, Sarah Bashara, Nathan Parson, and Connor Foley. This year's salutatorians are Brianna Dubé, Emily Eggleston, Emma Pachaki, Leona Zerbel, and Connor George. Congrats on 4 years of hard work. There have been some major changes at MHS in regards to COVID since our last newscast. MHStv reporter Jose Crane talked with administrators about the changes.
Mishawaka High School has recently made some changes to its schedule, as well as some new COVID guidelines thanks to a decline in COVID cases. And here to better understand them is Mr. Troyer.
Well, I think we're all just ready to get back to some normalcy, and so when the county guidance and the state guidance and the federal guidance loosened some things up, it gave us opportunity to move things back to the way things were before COVID hit.
With some COVID restrictions being lifted, some areas in the school have become more crowded than ever.
Well, we do have a pretty good log jam that gets stuck upstairs in the one corner, on what we call the four corners upstairs. And also just trying not to have students so close to each other. That's why we went with a one-way hallway for a while. But I know the 4 lunches really dragged out the day, seemed to take away from classroom time. I know the minutes were very similar, but it just seemed to drag out the day a little bit. Many other schools are operating business as usual before COVID hit and are doing just fine. So I think the fact that we are now getting back to some of that is awesome for us.
Last week, rehearsals began for Seussical the Musical. The show features almost every character from classic Dr. Seuss stories and is about Horton the elephant trying to save a small world. Students have been hard at work and are excited for the production. The show opens April 29th through May 1st.
2 weeks ago, the Mishawaka Jazz Ensemble traveled to LaPorte High School to perform for the annual ISMA competition. There, they perform a range of different tunes with various jazz styles. They've been hard at work for months now, and it all paid off as they went home with a gold.
A unique club offered here at MHS is the Landscaping and Gardening Club. I was able to check out the club and the MEF Community Greenhouse a few weeks ago. The Mishawaka Community Greenhouse is completely functional through the winter season. Many plants and flowers are being cared for throughout the cold weather. The members of the Mishawaka Landscaping and Gardening Club take part in many projects, one of them being planting flowers around the Riverwalk. If you were at the Riverwalk and noticed recently planted flowers, you can thank the club.
Well, obviously, everywhere you go around the city, there's flowers and parks and everywhere. It's just planting for the parks, and later you can see that around the parks.
Students who have taken part in the club have been able to receive a job with the Mishawaka Parks Department. These jobs involve going to parks around the city and helping them be maintained.
Jake was just like, hey, do you want a summer job? And I was like, sure, and I just filled out a couple pieces of paperwork, and I got a summer job, and it's fun. It's also pretty similar to what we do here. Just go around and plant stuff and maintain the parks.
Mishawaka Landscaping and Gardening Club could certainly use the help of more members. If you have an interest in gardening, it is recommended that you try out the club. The MEF Community Greenhouse is located near the Battelle Center in Mishawaka, so that is where work will be conducted.
It's just a fun mood boost. You can just relax, you don't have to worry about anything, and you can just dig a couple holes and plant some seeds.
2 weeks ago, our FRC team, Giddy Goats, attended their first event. They played 12 games, winning 5 of them, placing 23rd place. However, they did not make it into the playoffs. Instead, Team Maverick Boiler Robotics won these finals. Giddy Goats will be participating again at an event on March 25th at Jefferson High School.
The 8th grade open house was on Monday. The 8th graders and their families got to walk through the school and learn about different classes they can take next year. Thanks to all the staff and students who participated. There have been some changes and new events being put on the student council this year, including a new teacher sponsor. Reporter Maxwell Collins talked with Miss K about what they have done so far and what they are still planning on doing.
Mishawaka High School staff and students work hard to bring interesting events and unique decorations to MHS. Student Council sponsor Mrs. Kakowski and Vice President Braxton Banks share more with us.
We've had a lot of great involvement in different activities we've had, and so that is our goal overall, is to get them involved as well as do things that will help the community, like the food drive, Champions Together, things like that.
I joined Student Council because especially after COVID and everything happened, I really wanted to start the year with a bang and have a lot of things going on so that I could really make my senior year and everyone else's school experience overall better than what we have been experiencing in the last couple years.
Many events around the school are planned and executed by the Student Council. So if any event or decoration piques your interest, reach out to the Student Council staff to thank them and learn how you can help.
Homecoming week is one of our biggest times. During that week, we did a movie night outside. We did a senior morning breakfast. We did a tailgate party. And then we had homecoming dance on the Saturday following. So that was a lot of work going into that.
And we all kind of collectively do the same thing together. We have different meetings and we all collaborate and think, what is something different or something new that we could do today or this month to where we can make school more fun and bring our students together. You almost grow a good friendship with the fellow people that I'm in Student Council with, and also Miss Kakowski. It's great working with her and she's doing an amazing job.
Well, this is actually my first year, so there are some things that have been done in the past. There's a lot of different things that have been incorporated, added, also changed a little bit. I feel that there's been a lot of positive energy put out there. I feel people have appreciated the hallways. I feel people have appreciated the activities. So I love the energy that seems to be changing around Mishawaka's atmosphere.
Anyone looking to join Student Council, if you're looking to have never been a leader before or are just looking to have an impact on our school, it's a good way to do that. Ultimately, you get to help with events, help with homecoming, and help raise money for different things and help try and make an impact on your school. So if you want to make an impact on your school, Student Council is something that you don't have to do necessarily every day, but you're helping out the school in some sort of way.
Great. If you're interested in joining the Student Council, reach out to Mrs. Lori Kakowski at the email listed below. Elections for Senior and Junior Council will take place this May, so be on the lookout for more information.
Now over to Caleb Theobald with a look at Mishawaka Sports.
With the boys basketball team losing in sectionals a few weeks ago, that marked the end of winter sports season. Wednesday was the Winter Sports Awards presentation, and we wanted to show you some highlights from all the winter sports teams. Track season has begun. The girls team ran at Trine University for the first meet of the year, while the boys and girls ran at Bethel last week in the Hoosier State Relays. The boys ran in their first dual meet of the season Wednesday at Penn. Good luck this year. Other spring sports are getting started as the weather gets nicer. The boys golf team, girls tennis team, baseball, and softball are all underway. Good luck in your upcoming seasons. This year, there is a new opportunity to play a spring sport. Mishawaka has started a unified track team and are looking for more members.
Well, I originally wanted to do champions together, and then one of my friends introduced me into unified track, and I was like, of course. And then I came to the first practice, and I just fell in love with the environment, people.
I think mostly this is my first unified track ever.
Definitely racing is probably my favorite thing, just racing with all of them and making bets. Making bets is definitely one of our best things.
So far, the running and the warm-ups and all that.
I feel like it's a really good program, honestly. You meet a lot of great people, and you're in a really good environment. The people here are super supportive, and I feel like there's never really a dull moment with us, even though we've only had a few practices. I'm always smiling, always laughing.
Yeah, and plus, this is my favorite school in the entire history.
If you're looking for something that's just happy, supportive, caring, all around, it's just a really amazing program to be a part of. All of the kids are really nice, super sweet, and you will grow great relationships, forever friendships. I really enjoy it. So I definitely think that more people should be here.
Saturday, February 26th, the Mishawaka dance team traveled down to Lake Central High School to compete in regionals, where they took second in hip-hop and first in poms. Saturday, March 12th, they competed for the last time down at Lafayette Jeff High School for the state championship. They took fourth in poms and second in hip-hop. Congratulations, dancers. For those interested in joining the team next year, contact the dancer for more information about tryouts. Now back over to Ryan and Kara with a look of some local news.
An Indiana bill that was adopted by both the Indiana House and Senate could limit the number of e-learning days in a school year to 3. If it is signed by Governor Holcomb, it will go into effect in July. This would have been a major challenge for Mishawaka High School this year due to the large number of e-learning days we had. The Beacon Medical Group is planning on opening a new clinic at the former bank building located on the corner of Lincoln Way and Church Street. They also plan on buying the space where the utility building sits for the second phase. The clinic will include specialty care and family practices with a diagnostic center and lab services. Because the utility building won't be for sale until they move into the new City Hall, the timing of the second phase will depend on market forces.
Potawatomi Zoo at South Bend welcomed 4 giraffes to their newly built Giraffe Conservation Center towards the end of February. Although open to visitors, patrons can't interact with the giraffes quite yet as they adjust, but come April 1st, visitors will have the opportunity to pet and feed the 4 giraffes. Now for a look at this week's weather, here's Jose Crane.
Now for a look at this weekend weather. Chances of rain looking pretty high for Friday and Saturday. Friday is expected to be at a high of 52 and a low of 41, while Saturday is expected to be at a high of 46 and a low of 34. The rain is expected to be about a ½ inch, but this Sunday will truly shine with chances of sunny skies and a high of 56 and a low of 40. That's all for your weather this week.
That is all of your news for today. Shout out to Dakota Joswiak.
And shout out to Tia Stopczynski. Have a great weekend, cavemen.